all while we're at work. And I have Ray Wetterlund, an owner of RW3 Fitness, is here to sort of tell us how to do that. So first, let's talk about how do we just kind of kick the cravings before we sort of have to hit the gym? Maybe we can avoid a little bit of the gym.
Yeah, definitely. The first thing that you want to do is it all starts when you get up from a fast state of sleep in the morning. You got to eat like a king for breakfast, okay? Your body's on empty. You need to energize your day. That's the best thing that you can do. A lot of people consume all this processed cereal that has all kinds of sugars and high fructose corn syrup and things like that. They say if there's a cartoon character on the front of the box, stay away from it. Otherwise, you're going to get sugar coma.
Oh, but he's just cuddly. I want to eat what he's eating.
But
okay.
You're a lot better off if you're doing like oatmeal, something that's going to satiate your body.
And not like the
give
instant
you
stuff,
fibers.
right? You want to eat like the steel oats. That's
Ideally, yeah, steel cut oats or regular oats that come in an actual container rather than those packets, because those are also loaded with sugar.
Right,
And the more sugar you eat, the more that's going to cause and trigger even more cravings.
Right. So what else we got here?
So what else that we have here is we have your standard white bread. So many people have white bread rather than having like a whole wheat bread. But even when it's whole wheat, the best stuff that you can get, I really like this Ezekiel whole grain sprouted bread. So even instead of oatmeal for breakfast in the morning, you can just take a slice of this and slap on one of your favorite nut butters, almond butter, a peanut butter, and that also makes for a great breakfast. And they say 17% of Americans actually skip breakfast. And they also found that if you eat breakfast, you're definitely going to live longer. So
and eat less throughout the day, right? And this actually says right on it, like low glycemic.
Exactly.
And that means it will keep your sugar low.
Because white bread, it doesn't have the endosperm and the germs, so it doesn't have vitamins, it doesn't have the fiber that like this Ezekiel whole grain sprouted bread is going to provide you with, and that's going to satiate your body.
All right, and what do we have here?
Now what we have here is we have salad dressing. Pasta sauces and salad dressing, they find have even more sugar than chocolate ice cream.
Even Italian?
Yes,
yes. I thought Italian was the good stuff.
No, and then so you want to avoid all the artificial sweeteners. So many processed foods and crackers and cookies and goods are loaded with high fructose corn syrup, and that's what we want to stay away from. And then also aspartame, which is another one. Even sugar alcohols, even though there might not be any calories associated with them, the way that affects your body and gets your hormones going, it's going to cause you to eat even more. And unless you want to load on a lot of this stuff, this represents 1 pound of fat here, ladies and gentlemen. So if you want to load this stuff on, by all means, indulge and eat all the sugars, okay? But it's also very important, instead of soda...
Just keep this next to your treadmill. That will help motivate you.
But if you don't have one of these models, if you want for motivation, take a Ziploc bag, fill it up with applesauce, and just keep it by you. Anyways, so we also have here, we have diet soda. So many people think when they have diet soda that it's good, it's fine, but diet soda has aspartame in it, and that's also known and linked to cause cancer. A lot of people also do like Jif peanut butter, and this is filled with partially hydrogenated oils, fats, trans fat, bad hidden fats.
Wait, quick question about the soda, diet soda, because I actually also heard that can even make you gain more weight and eat more by having aspartame. Is that true?
Because it's the sugars. The sugars from the aspartame, actually it triggers a response by the body to eat more sugars. And so that is absolutely 100% correct.
Avoid that.
You're best off to have water, okay? We all need water.
No Crystal Light. Don't put that in there.
Take your body weight, cut that in half, and that's how many ounces of water roughly that you should have. Water also acts as a very natural appetite suppressant, and that's going to help your body also metabolize fat and excrete out the waste throughout your kidneys. We also have yogurt, Yoplait yogurt. I even know as a kid that I had this stuff. Well, this is loaded with high fructose corn syrup as well. You're best off to be having a Greek yogurt. This is loaded with a lot more protein. It still has some sugar, but not near as much. It's natural, and you're going to be a lot better off. That's going to satiate your body, and that's going to help keep you full.
Okay, so let's assume we are eating well. What exercise are we doing over here?
So what we have here is we have a workplace workout. So one of the things for people who sit at the desk all day long, it's going to lock themselves up through the hips. And so what we have here is Jackie on the stability ball. She is doing a hip bridge. And what this exercise is going to do, it's going to help open up the hips. And that's going to help keep everything flexible. And that is also going to be paired up with doing a scapular push-up, what Dane is actually doing right here, where he's just activating and firing his posterior chain of his body. Because if you sit down for an extended amount of time, what happens is you get cross syndrome, upper body cross syndrome, and basically what that does is that just tightens up your chest muscles and your back muscles, and that's what causes protracted and rounded shoulders. So we're correcting all of this here. And then what we have ideally, you're at your desk, you want to have a stability ball, okay? That's going to help you sit up straight. It's going to work on posture, engaging your core muscles. It's going to teach you proper mechanics, and you're not slouching over at the keyboard. So ideally, these would all be stability balls.
And I feel like it's somewhere you could sort of start low. Like maybe you sit on the stability ball like while you're eating lunch. Is that weird? But I mean, I think maybe you start in little segments and then you can work up to sitting on it a few hours a day.
Yeah, exactly. It's all about baby steps.
Yes.
It's all about baby steps. We're just trying to create change. And then we take it and then we run with it. So we're also doing body weight squats. We have ankle weight on, so you can also do that. One of the other tools that Brooke has in her hand is actual tennis ball. Okay? Because so many people are punching away at the keyboard. We're all hammering away on our emails and doing our thing. But what happens is that can also cause carpal tunnel syndrome. So keep a tennis ball handy. It's quick and easy. You can squeeze that tennis ball, and that's going to help strengthen the flexors and extensors of your forearms, give you blood flow through your arms, which is awesome. And then over here, so we also have with one of the models is using water bottles. You can take 2 water bottles, fill them up with water, and she's doing a shoulder exercise and then also with overhead tricep raise. So that's going to tone the arms, and it's an unbelievable exercise. And then over in the corner, we have Ashley. She's doing chair dips, okay? So she's doing chair dips, and that's going to tone the back of those arms. Same thing, we're working on toning the whole body. And then Emmy in the corner, all you need is a band, and you can actually do a full body workout with one of those bands. It's very economical, and it's little equipment at all, and this is, you do this and combine this with doing like cardiovascular exercises, things like that, and this is going to energize your day.
And another thing I used to do actually is I used to wear a pedometer on my waist, so then I would make sure I wasn't sitting at my desk all day and I was taking a certain amount of steps. I'd walk to the printer, I'd walk to a person's office rather than call them up on my phone.
Yes, and see, that's the thing. If you have a pedometer, wear it. That way you can hold yourself accountable, see how many steps you're actually walking at work, 600, 1,000 steps at a time. And then also in the workplace environment, if you can, park further away, and then walk. Yeah, take the stairs, not the elevator.
Perfect. Thanks so much for the advice. And if you want to learn more from Ray, you can go to our website and click on the Scene on tab.
All right, Ali, thanks so much. You've inspired us. I'm going to do